So my name is Geoffrey Preece. I'm from a company called Aptella, and we are the exclusive reseller for NavVis in our part of the world, very, very far away from here in Australia, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia. I feel like, this is a good audience. Nice to see everybody. I feel like a bit of a tout for NavVis, trying to get people to come to the booth. I feel like should be some sort of commission structure for every person I attract. Not that there will probably be many, but let's kick off. So I have presenter notes, but so we are Aptella and NavVis. In terms of what we do and our relationship and partnership, it's been very strong for the last 4 or 5 years, which is something we're quite proud of. So this partnership is based on drinking a lot of beer and alcohol together, but also cool technology. So, to be able to go out to our customers in our part of the world and showcase a really impressive piece of technology that, helps our customers with their profitability and efficiency. It's actually, a really good, positive thing to do. It's not always the case. Sometimes, when you go out and demonstrate equipment to customers, it doesn't quite work, but NavVis solutions are very stable and solid. So what do Aptella do? This is Aptella at a glance. So I could go on and speak a lot about what we do, but essentially we take care of Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. We have presence in all those countries, so quite a diverse customer base. So challenges in all of those countries in terms of how they conduct business and what sort of technology they're after. So we cover all those solutions for those customers. Over 400 employees, owned by Mitsui & Co. out of Japan. So that's the basics. Our brands, so these are Aptella brands that we have developed over the years. So our own RTK network, IMAX lasers, Takara, our support systems. So all of these can be complementary solutions to our international suppliers, such as NavVis. Some of our brands, a lot of these you'll see here at Intergeo today and be familiar with. So obviously NavVis is number one, always number one. But others as well, Topcon, Sensive, and a whole bunch. So we're quite proud of those relationships that we build. So the agenda that I'm going to go through this morning, growth is good. So just talk about our success in the market with NavVis. Bit of a customer case study, 2 of them, but you'll see one has more information than the other. What makes NavVis different as a supplier for us, and then why partner with Aptella. So I think what we've seen, I presented here 2 or 3 years ago, 2022, 2023. And at that time, NavVis in our market, a lot of our customers were early adopters. So we're at that stage of validating the technology. So when we would rock up to a survey company or an architectural firm, they were very keen to benchmark NavVis technology against their existing TLS systems. So literally come in, scan our office, we've scanned it with a terrestrial laser scanner, and we want to compare the results. That was 2 or 3 years ago. So it was that sort of early adopter, trial deployments, validate the technology stage. And now, 2 or 3 years later, what we're seeing is multi-unit adoptions. We're seeing customers who bought units a number of years ago buy their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th units at scale. And then also multi-sector deployment of NavVis technology. So not just to surveyors and laser scanning professionals, but we've got architects, engineers, end user clients, airports, oil and gas facilities. So we've seen that shift around, I guess, over the last, in particular, 18 months. And we're seeing a lot of scaled workflows as well. So we're seeing mass data sets being captured, multiple data sets, repeat scanning, large IVION processing instances sold in our region. So that's been really, really good to see. Customer case study number 1. So this is a company based out of Singapore, AOS Offshore. So they're a very good sort of long-term client of ours. This particular project is FPSO Ganhara. I think that's how you pronounce that. It's a vessel. So this customer profile is very much oil and gas. So they're an oil and gas service provider. They do a whole bunch of robotics and vessel scanning. So definitely in that AEC space. And their solution that they adopted was a NavVis MLX with IVION. So key criteria: accuracy, speed of capture, the ability to use SLAM without control. So this was the project. That is that vessel. So 35,000 square meters approximately of capture. So some of the challenges was that they had limited time. So 2 hours each day over 5 days to capture 35,000 square meters. So they needed speed and they needed accuracy. Control wasn't an option. That vessel was not anchored. So it was moving, it was weather vaning. So they needed to heavily rely on the MLX and the SLAM solution. So that is the point cloud. Now, obviously, it's not incredibly pretty. They didn't get the whole vessel, but they got the bulk of the interior around what they required. Challenges, as I said, no time for control, intermittent power, and lots of narrow spaces. So you can see there 0.7 of a meter. So lots of corridors, narrow spaces. You can see there, if I go back, corridors are very challenging for SLAM. So one of the things that the MLX provided was the visual odometry sensor. So that sort of sensor fusion capability with the MLX certainly came in handy for this particular application and use case for this customer. So deliverables to their end client was a virtual walkthrough. So literally, what does this vessel look like at this particular point in time through the bubble views and the point cloud, as well as an export and sync with a NavVis Works model. So what we've also seen over the last couple of years with NavVis is the integrations with Autodesk, integrations with Aviva. So they are, beneficial integrations for our customer base, and particularly in oil and gas. This was NavVis Works and Aviva. So the overall thoughts from Brad, who was the senior robotics operations engineer at AOS. So basically, so it's a quick and easy way to data gathering tool. IVION generated the point clouds and bubbles we exported into Autodesk and Aviva. Prior to this, they'd used photogrammetry-based solutions, which were a much lower accuracy, as it is a derived rather than measured model. And they also use basic sort of physical hand measurements. So it was very much an upgrade for them with the MLX. So in terms of efficiency gains, they commented that it was actually hard to quantify because they actually think that the data gathering on this vessel couldn't have been done any other way. So it needed to be a NavVis solution, needed to be an MLX, otherwise they just simply weren't going to complete the project. So that's really good feedback to hear from a customer. Customer case study 2. So this one I basically cannot talk about. One of the challenges I have with NavVis in our region is it's very hard to get information from our customers around their usage of NavVis technology. One, they're really busy, and then two, the challenge is they want to protect their competitive advantage. So this customer, I would love to tell this audience about and get into the details, but alas, I cannot. So this is a bit anonymous. So it's in our region. This customer's in our region somewhere, which is quite large. You can't pin it down. They're not going to say, or I'm not going to say who they are or what market they're in, but they are running multiple VLX 2s and 3s. And the key for them is around speed of capture, quality of data, and accuracy. So speed, that was the key. Now, in terms of some other information I can share, this is their usage. So what you will see here, it is on my presenter notes, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a 833% increase in IVION processing over the last 8 months. So this, in terms of scaled workflows, these guys are scaling up very quickly with us. And I think Claudio, who is the head customer success manager for APAC from NavVis, his quote is that this Aptella and NavVis customer is the third biggest user globally in terms of square meterage, projected to be second within the next 2 months. Claudio, yeah, he agrees. 4 million square meters. Yep. So, yeah, that's impressive. So they are getting a really fast ROI. Their systems are in the field, they're capturing data, and they're turning around a deliverable to their clients. Maybe one day I can let you know who they are. So what makes the relationship work with NavVis and Aptella? I think the main thing is a common customer focus. So both Aptella and NavVis have CSM roles, so customer success managers. We're very keen on providing the right technology fit for our client base. I think Aptella, we have very close connections with our customers, and we, really enjoy introducing technology that helps them make money. So NavVis is a really good partner in that regard. Participating in the feedback loop, one of the things we like about NavVis is that NavVis are almost pathological in the level of feedback that they want from customers and from us. So they are constantly reaching out, asking us questions, who's using the scanners, what are the benefits they're getting. So we're able to filter that feedback first and then present it to the NavVis and the product management team and the CSM team at NavVis. And what is really interesting as a reseller is that, 6 months later or a year later, the feedback we get from our customers is resulting in features in the NavVis IVION platform or in hardware. So that's really positive to see. The software as a service model works for us and our customers in most of our markets. So they really enjoy understanding that sort of granular cost per square meter that they need to quote for projects. So NavVis IVION processing absolutely achieves that. And mutual investment. NavVis and Aptella are partnered quite closely in the region. We participate in a lot of co-marketing activities. The NavVis team will be down under in December, late November potentially. And our whole team here is out into Geo, very close to NavVis and having good discussions. So that's why it works. Why partner with Aptella? We're a very solutions-led, customer-focused organisation, such as NavVis. So for our customers, we really like to understand and solve their problems with the right technology fit and work together collaboratively. We've got our all-day RTK network across Australia. So we're able to plug into that network with various technologies, our own infrastructure developed, our field team, so lots of representatives from Aptella on a lot of mine sites, a lot of civil construction, talking to customers about technology and trying to find those fits. The support team, so in every city that we are in, if you go to any of our offices, you will see a room that's set aside, dedicated to support. I was about to say it's 24/7. It's not quite that level of support, but these people in our organisation are sitting in these offices, manning the phones, checking emails, remotely logging into machine control systems through our Takara support network and providing that real sort of level of customer support we pride ourselves on. The service centre team, we can repair, calibrate most of our technology, again, in all our service centres across our region. And then training. So obviously, courses specifically designed for our customers around certain products. We're proud to say that we train directly our customers on the NavVis solutions and have dedicated training setups and facilities to facilitate that. And our core markets, civil, building, mining, and geospatial. So one of the good things about the NavVis solution is it crosses most of those markets for the most part. So we cover quite a large range of applications. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for listening. It's good to be back at InterGeo. Thank you, Claudio and Kelsey, for the support, and see you later.